Hello, Twin Flames. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and all the beautiful things that you do. It means the absolute world. So, I've just spoke about age gaps, and now I'm going to cover everything else because pretty much everything falls into the same category anyway. If you've got some form of obstacle that's creating separation between you and your twin flame, it's because that's the way it's meant to be right now. The angels are very clear. If you're meant to be with your twin flame, you will be with your twin flame. There's only the masculine and the feminine who can ever create separation. It doesn't matter what obstacles are thrown in the way. And in this dynamic, we have age gaps, which I've just spoke about. We have countries apart. So there's vastness of oceans between you, so you can't physically be together. There's disability sometimes. One healthy twin, one twin with some form of disability. It can be a physical disability or an emotional disability, something that keeps you apart. It could be religious upbringing, that one of you is very religious and one of you isn't, You could have values, you could believe in something that they don't, There's all kinds of things that bring, vast separation even when you're in contact with your twin. So if you're finding that you're still in union with your twin right now, but there's a difference between you that's tearing you apart, it's because it's meant to be that way for healing and learning purposes. So it's edging you into separation. And this happened with my twin flame, because with my twin flame, there's a big, we don't live near each other anyway, so there's that. But that isn't the thing, it's the age gap. And you'll feel it tearing you apart. So at the beginning, it's all wonderful and magical and everything's running smoothly. And then as the journey goes on, you'll feel it start to break apart and you'll feel it. You'll know it. And that's why it becomes painful for the feminine, because separation is going to happen, even before it does. So you'll feel it because on a soul level, it has to happen for soul growth and learning. So just embrace it. What I did, I tried to cling on for dear life. I tried to cling on for dear life and it just pushed him further away. It created more problems. It created problems everywhere in my life. So, once I finally let go and surrendered, things just fell into place, So if you can feel that you're breaking away and it's because you're clashing on some level because of some kind of separation issue, which I've just spoke about, then just the best thing to do is just let it be. Don't try and cling on. Don't try and save them. Don't try and change them. Don't try and move them into an energy that they aren't ready for. They have to embrace this journey in their own time, in their own way. And if you try and force it, they'll just push it further down and they'll mask it with other things and it'll make it all way more painful. I've been there and done that and learnt it the hard way. So, if you're new to this journey, you've only just gone into separation, then see it as a good thing. All these differences that happen, that are thrown into the dynamic, happen for a reason. It's all things that you've already agreed to learn on a soul level. So your soul is smiling right now because you're doing the work, or you're being guided to do the work, to learn these lessons for soul growth and healing, If you and your masculine were living together, having babies and having fun and just going on with life, there wouldn't be any soul, growth. There wouldn't be any soul connection. So that would be a soulmate. And that's what, some people have. And, I've had a few emails saying, is it okay to be with a soulmate if my twin flame is on his journey or learning his lessons or with another or whatever? Of course it is. It's whatever you're guided to do. There's no mistakes on this journey, If you need to learn from another, then the universe will send them in anyway and you'll have no control over that. It doesn't mean you're being disrespectful to your twin or you're doing anything that you shouldn't be doing because you're learning lessons you need to learn. And sometimes that is with another, a soul teacher, a karmic partner, And sometimes it's going off and exploring the world, or you have to learn these lessons and you have to learn them separately and together to ultimately come together in enlightened union. So the closing throat chakra, there's a lot of issues with communication because on this journey you have to go into separation. So, if something's making you break away from your twin right now, it's happening for the right reasons. And the angels are saying, that everybody who's guided to my channel as a twin flame will be a twin flame. But there is many people out there that confuse the journey, and you'll know what I'm talking about. They'll say they're a twin flame when they actually aren't. It's how they justify a breakup or something not going right with their boyfriend or soulmate, And you have to realise that when it's a real, true soul connection, like a twin flame connection, it's unlike anything you've ever felt, And there'll be separation. There'll be big, huge things that throw you into separation. There will be age gaps, there will be country differences, there'll be religious differences, there'll be disabilities, there'll be 1,000 things that keep you apart and bring conflict in. And it's because it's meant to be that way, because you are triggers. You are each other's trigger, each other's mirror. You make each other face things that you need to face, and you can't face them with anybody else. But when these soul teachers come in your life or their life, it's because they can learn from them, because it doesn't trigger them so much, it doesn't cause them that much pain, And this is what we're all learning and evolving on this journey. And this is really the guidance the angels are guiding me to say. They don't want me to go into a big, long video about it, There's no need to. Just know that you are on the right path at the right time, learning what you need to learn. So surrender to this journey. And again, if you need confirmation that a person is your twin flame, then ask the angels. Don't pay loads of money to somebody, to get an answer you may not be happy with. You have to get the answers from within. The answers come from above and within. So ask the angels. Angels, thank you for showing me today, giving me clear guidance if this person is my twin flame. If this is my twin flame, please give me clear signs that I physically understand, repetitive guidance to know, to show me that yes, this is my twin. Thank you, and so it is. That's all you have to do, There's nothing else to it. You just ask and it will be given, But be patient and stay in the present moment. That's how you see the signs. So, somebody emailed me and said, there was big things going on, and you were getting triggered by your twin flame because you don't have the same beliefs, and it's because separation is looming. But see it as a good thing, because when you go into separation, that's really when the twin flame journey begins. Yes, it's all magical and wonderful at the beginning, but ultimately the journey is about separation, learning and soul growth. I hope this helps. I know it'll trigger a few people, because it really isn't about having babies and growing old together. That's what you do with soulmates. If that's what you want, if you want that in your life, then you need to explore that with a soul teacher, with a soulmate, because you're not going to get that from your twin flame. Your twin flame is here to heal you and help you grow and evolve and learn, and ultimately be a better person, to be the greatest version of who you are, to learn and service and give to others, and ultimately give to the world, to enlighten the world, to love, light and awakening. And that's the twin flame journey, and that's the authentic truth. Some of you will like that, some won't, some will resonate, some won't, but ultimately whoever's watching this is hearing what you need to hear right now. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon.